Welcome to this match of Mechabellum. You can see here, fight against Cobalt White, which is a very high MMR player, and my options. Fortified, Speed, Missile, and Elite. And looking at those, there is a Speed Specialist. It's starting with Mustangs, and it may not be Air Specialist, but Speed is very good for Air. And also for the Mustangs. See, starting with 90 meters per second. Starting with Hounds, not my preferred choice. I would prefer Chaff, but they are Chaff in a way. So it will have to do. And my idea here from the start is I want to go Phantoms with my Mustangs, even if the opponent started with Marksman. So you would usually think the opponent started with Marksman. I don't want to go Mustangs. It's not my case. You can also see that I'm going against the Rapid Fire Cannon. And I will not start with Phantoms because they would be way too vulnerable here. I would have no Chaff or anything. So I'm not starting with them. I was thinking on going with Crabs, then I went back into it. Let's go with Quick Deploy here so you can see what the opponent's doing. And then decided to just go with the normal crawlers. So Hounds here, vertical, they will attract the Rapid Fire Cannon. And Chaff. I did sell my Rapid Fire Cannon, the other one is still here, and the opponent decided to go on the other side. He's attacking my side with Wall and Anti-Armor Cannon, which is strange. So, destroyed here. I think I did lose a few Hounds, but Tower debuff, and my units are very fast. So, he's still trying to reach my tower while I am eating through his army. And another Marksman dead, now they're in the wall. Now I have a 9 seconds of debuff, which is not good for me. But Spider turns, and the Crawlers are coming. Unfortunately, they didn't manage to kill the Marksman, but the other units did. And that's the first round victory, thanks to Speed. The hitching of the tower, then dealing with the middle army here was essential Speed. I will just skip, I want money, didn't need any of those. And now it's time for Phantoms. Because I could use a little more DPS. So let's go for quick deployment. You see me going with the Phantoms here. So the position is Mustangs right behind the Phantoms because the Mustangs will be my Chaff clear. Opponent going for a very smart strategy of Spider going backwards and leveling the tower. So the Spider will keep killing the Chaff while moving backwards. And then hide behind the tower and keep killing things while the tower tanks for it. You see that I decided against going with the Phantoms and decided to go for Wasps instead. Very much to the front. Because I look at, it's too expensive to go for killing rounds right now. Although I could have went for Fire Explosive. And the Wasps do help with Chaff clear. So thought it was better. I also went with Crawlers here on his deep flank and did manage to get a debuff. Also the buff here. The Wasps did very well killing the Spider because they are so fast. Speed showing its power again, which made his strategy not work, and I didn't showcase, but it was in the screen. The Crawler's eating through all his Marksmen in here while his Spider was distracted with my tower. The poor... There is an emote for that. Crawler's eating through a Marksman. Very fitting for the situation. I won't win by a lot, You can see not a lot of units surviving, but another victory. And more problems for my opponents to deal with. Here, I decide to go for the Scorpion. And I'm not selling it, because I do have a purpose for this Scorpion here. It has a very high DPS, and there is a high level tower, which is now level 3 tower. So yeah, the Scorpion will help kill it, and it's also very good against the spiders. My opponent went for spider mines, which are indeed quite annoying for me. I did put phantoms here, but yeah, he went for phoenixes and wraith. You can see my phantoms arriving here. I also put phantoms on this deep flank. And phantoms are very good at killing wraiths, as you can see. 2 shots, it's dead. My Scorpion died, but it did kill a spider. But those mines are very annoying for the Scorpion. And tower debuff. They are going for the other tower. Another tower debuff. Now 9 seconds. So yeah, those tower debuffs killed me. And the mines were being very annoying. So not a win this turn. So as you can see, this won't be a completely one-sided battle like the last one. And here we have options. There is Photon Coating, which is cheap and very good. There is Rhino Salt, which is not completely cheap, but also not expensive. 100, and Rhino can be very useful. So here, I do want DPS to kill this tower faster. Rhino can do that, and distract units if he puts things here. You will see me going for stealth for my phantoms. So now they have more HP, more damage, and can be annoying for the opponent to target. I am grabbing level to them Stangs, although no techs yet. My opponent doesn't have a lot of shaft. And to kill the spider mines, no tech is better than with techs. Since the spider has a very 750 HP for the level 1 and 1500 for the level 2. You see that the opponent is also going for a Rhino here to defend his tower. I did put Crawler here to defend mine if he tried to go for a Rhino Assault, and a missile on this one. And Wasps here, I'm completing the attack here, and I am undecided if I want to go for the Mustangs or the Wasps. Because the Wasps are being very useful, distracting his air DPS. He doesn't have any DPS good against the Wasps, other than the Wraith, which is in a bad position. So I did win the deep flank on this side, won the battle here again. My tower is lasting a little longer because I got the buffs faster. And his army is dying. So suddenly I'm winning by quite a bit. You can see my Wasps being annoying. Although he couldn't even target the Phantom if he wanted to. Scorpion is still alive. And did manage to do second on damage. So that's why I'm not selling it. It's doing well. So I have kept not selling it because of that. Here, Ion Blast, which I hate to see, because I don't have a good position to throw an Ion Blast that will get a lot of value from him. But he can get a lot of value from good positioned Ion Blast here. Also Nuke. I could throw a Nuke here, but not that great. For him, he could throw a Nuke here too. But it's even more expensive than the Ion Blast. And I am starting to divide my army. So you can see full flank in here. This one has Mustangs instead of Wasps, because there is a Typhoon here. So yeah, and I'm finally going for attack. So culling Hounds for the Mustangs. And I'm finally putting one Phantom on here. You can see it had no air except for the Wasps. Let's quick deploy, so we can see what he is doing. You can see he sows the Wraith. More Fangs. You see putting Fangs here to distract my Phantoms, so we don't insta-target his Spider. Ion Blast here, and moving his units back. And second attack for the Spiders. Also, Missile to kill my Wasps. And you can see here, Ion Blast obliterating my Scorpion, and with the units going this way, this was a very good Ion Blast. Look at how many units it killed. I also lost the fight here this time. And only won this deep flank. The Fangs he put here were not enough. But losing everywhere else, yeah. They will die before they can even grab the tower debuff here. So, very bad round for me, but there was a spell. A very good placed spell, must I say. So I was still confident that my army would pull up. Here there is super supply, but too late for that. Could use laser sight, but there is fortified Mustangs. And it's very good. I don't need range for my Mustangs. As long as they have more range than the Phantoms, it's good for me. So now my Mustangs have a lot of HP. You can see level 2 Mustangs 2000 HP. And they don't even have the defense enhancement. My deep flanks are complete. You can see both sides. I will think of going for high explosive on the Wasps, but then I will go back on that. Because I decided to stay with the Mustangs and not invest in another shaft clear unit. Let's quick deploy. It's my opponent going for a laser sight. He keeps moving this spider here. Going for missile to help him win this side to kill my shaft faster. I am going for shields. You can see that I undid the high explosive, went for shield for the Phantoms, so now my Phantoms are even more annoying, and I do have another Leo attack in here, which will also help protect my tower, which is level 3. And finally, the first defense enhancement. You can see that without the shaft in front, Phoenix is insta-locking into units, but the shield helped a lot. So my Phantoms are still alive, and when they clock, the Phoenixes lose the targets and start shooting at the Wasps. And they are level 2 now, so this tower, that other tower also destroyed, and suddenly my opponent's getting in a very bad spot. You can see that my Leo army here managed to delay his units long enough for the rest to catch up and kill it, and save it this tower. Only a few Fangs managed to reach here. And that's quite a bit of damage. You can see more than 1000 damage. It doesn't look like, but there is a lot of units in there. And here, none of those is really good for me. So I was thinking, do I get balls, sell one, and use the other for one turn? Or do I get Farseer and sell it instantly? I decided to go for the Farseer. It's the most money in one turn. Opponent will grab the Farseer too, I think, but he will keep it. The Farseer is very good for him. You can see here, the Farseer, level 3, helped deal with this deep flank, which he was always losing to. And double attacked his Phoenixes with Launcher Overload and Quantum Reassembly. But I'm going for Elite Recruited Phantoms, so I'm investing even more into my Phantoms because they are very annoying. Phantoms with Stealth Cloak and Energy Shield are very tanky, and they can do a lot of damage. My Mustangs also clear shaft really fast, even if I have not going for high explosive ammo yet. And let's see how this goes. You can see that even with all the help, the side is not doing that well. My phantoms are still here, surviving, though they will lose. But here, also, this deep flank basically lost. There is only one phantom still alive. Was kept alive because of the debuff. But I won very hard this side, which killed a lot of his units in here. You can see that the Phoenixes are being very annoying, because they keep respawning after a kill and he has a lot of them. But even with that, still managed to win. There's also the Farseer here. And anti-missiles, there was also one here, I think. So no victory yet. Yeah, there was one missile here and I think one here too. They are useful against the phantoms, but I have so many phantoms that he would need a lot of anti-missiles to stop them all. Here, Incendiary Bomb looked like a good spell for me. It's also good against me, but not perfect against me, because my Mustangs have a lot of HP, as you can see. So the fire takes quite a while to kill my Mustangs, which keeps getting levels. I will throw fire here because I will kill the Fangs and the crawlers that go after them, and maybe even a few marksmen. And it will clear for my phantoms to do the work here and kill the big units. Yes, now I have 2 level 2 phantoms here. My Scorpion also got a level. I'm keeping it because look at the damage. It's always doing very well. Even if no tax, nothing. It's always getting a lot of damage done. Top 2 overall, and top 1 last round. You see 1 shield here. I put just in case he decided to be very aggressive with fire. And more phantoms. Don't mess with what is working. And you can see him get some very high level phantoms, level 3, 3, and has the zone. So everything level 2, there is level 1 here. I did go for range and speed. Rhino on my defense here. But they will not, you can see, it will not go for his Rhino. But my crawlers will distract it. You can see even with the anti-missile here, my phantoms are winning this fight. Phantoms also won this one. There is also an anti-missile here too. Rhino does get the 7 seconds of debuff, but where is his army? There's only a few Phoenix here, which are doing quite a lot of damage, but now I get another tower debuff, and I just need to kill them. The Scorpion turned it to kill the Rhino. And that's enough. You know I will ask you to subscribe. If you are not subscribed yet, please do. I am getting closer to 1000. I want to hit you there. But this was a very fun game. And it was a very good opponent, but even he fell before the might of the Phantoms. People underestimate the power of Phantom Race. They can become very tanky, and they do have quite a bit of DPS. You get a few levels and they can kill a lot of things. Even Titans are not safe if you go for burst mode. But his call on the Phoenix is not bad. The Phoenix is a good unit to kill Phantoms. But it was not enough. I had way too many of them attacking from every side. And his ground was crumbling very fast. Even if he had tarantulas with spider mines, that do help. But his shaft clear was not the best. And I have my tanky Mustangs, which also helped a lot. You can see a Mustang with more than 3000 HP each Mustang. So I do enjoy using fortified Mustangs. Especially in builds like this where I don't need the range. So The loss of ranges doesn't matter for me. But that's it. Hope you have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment. And I will see you on the next one.